Hey everyone, welcome back to World Sim Series on Assetto Corsa for today's Mazda MX-5 Cup race at Silverstone. Now last time out in WSS you saw me trying to get the 5 clean races I needed to graduate out of the rookies. Well, good news, I've now got my AM licence, which means for today's race I'm up into Division 1. Now grids are still decided by rating, so I've been placed on the very back row for this one, but it doesn't matter, it turns out to be an absolute cracker. My races in WSS have been getting better and better, and this is the best yet. I hope you enjoy it. Okay, back of the pack for this one, starting P11 out of 12, but we're underway for a 12-minute dash around the national circuit here at Silverstone. There's only one driver starting behind me, and that's Ivan Sayas-Vento, and even he may get past because he's got the inside line through Copse Corner. I'm going to have to leave him space through there, but thankfully I've managed to maintain just enough speed to hold him off. Meanwhile, right in front of me I can see Ivan Yakovlev and Axel Igor battling away for that P9. And it's a really short lap here at Silverstone. Just as we come through Maggots, we turn hard right to join the Wellington Straight. And I may actually have the run on Yakovlev here. He wasn't too confident going through that right-hander, and it's enabled me to pull almost fully alongside him. Now I hope he sees me to his right. If not, I'm in danger of getting squeezed out onto the grass. It does look like he's seen me though, as we enter Brooklands for the first time. So Yakovlev's going to have the inside line through Brooklands. He takes a bit too much of the curb though. Will that allow me to sneak up the inside into Luffield? No, it won't. So many different lines on display here, most notably from Axel Igor. He was really wide through that section and he's lost a position because of it. So Yakovlev up into P9, Igor down to P10. Yakovlev staying on the inside here down the start-finish straight, Igor on the outside. Oh, but what happened to Yakovlev there? He's disappeared, there's contact. And Igor slides back across track, missing me by millimetres there. I saw him flash by in the rear view mirror. Let's take another look at this. And it was so unfortunate for Axel Igor. I can only guess that Yakovlev had a disconnect. There's the contact. Yakovlev disappears straight away, and we can't see how close I came there because of the dust cloud. Maybe this pit wall view will give us a better indication. Oh, it couldn't have been any closer. I was so lucky there. Yeah, I was really lucky. Axel Igor less so. That was a really unfortunate incident. But as we get back to the live action, I'm going to pick up another position. We just saw Leto Huelva spin out there. So that puts me up into P8. We're now jumping forward to 1/3 race distance. It's a pretty lonely P8 at the moment, but it's not going to stay that way for long because look at the battle in front of me. And look how wide Fortis Katakos has gone. He's going to be heading down the M1 if he goes out any wider. Finally, he's back on track now, but that has allowed me to close the gap right in on these two. I am now very much a part of this battle for 6th position. Currently it's Bunt Dinkman holding that P6 with Katakos in P7, but not for long because he is loose on exit there. That has allowed me to pull alongside as we begin the charge down the Wellington Straight. I've got a car length's advantage now. Katakos tucks back in behind. Can I hold the position into Brooklands? Now I'm reluctant to defend too tightly here because I want to stay wide so I can be guaranteed the inside line through Luffield. Oh, but it was the wrong decision. Look at Katakos. He has made that move easily. Well, I've learnt my lesson quickly there. I won't be trying that strategy again through Brooklands and Luffield. However, I may get a second bite of the cherry. Katakos was out really wide there. Can I squeeze through the inside? There's a little bit of contact. It's really tight coming down the start and finish straight, but I think I might have this position back. I've got a nose ahead as we approach Copse Corner. Now I'm on the inside, but the tighter entry could prove tricky, and Katakos has played an absolute blinder there. He's read it perfectly with a textbook switchback as I run wide on exit. Right, jumping forward a couple of laps because it's taken me this long to recover from that slight mistake through Copse Corner. I lost all my momentum and dropped back about 1.5 seconds. The gap now is 0.9 of a second, but I've switched the TV cam on to watch the onboard view from Bump Dinkum in 6th. He's currently more than 2 seconds clear in that 6th position. However, he's going to make a big mistake coming out of Brooklands. The rear steps out and he is onto the grass. Now this has the potential to bring the three of us right back together. Dinkman is back on track now, but Katakos is making a move up the inside. Oh, it's contact! And this is an opportunity for me because that is going to slow the pair of them down. I am going to charge up the inside of Dinkman. This might be me back up into P7, and it is. Meanwhile in front, I thought for a moment Katakos was going to lose it there. He clipped that big curb on the inside and it sent him right across tracks, and now I can challenge Katakos coming into Copse Corner. Look how close we are in the rear rear view mirror. Dingman breathing down my neck, and the three cars separated by just 0.4 of a second here. Oh, it is heating up. It is heating up good and proper here at Silverstone. We're at 2/3 race distance. Still more than 3 minutes left on the clock, and we're still separated by just 0.4 of a second. This is incredibly tight racing. Who's going to be able to make the most use of the toe down the Wellington Straight? Well, it's certainly not going to be Katakos. He's out in front. I'm going to try and sweep to the inside. Can I take 6th position into Brooklands? Dingman having a sniff in between the two of us, and Katakos just about holds on to it. Right, well that Brooklyn strategy didn't work either, so it's time for another game plan. I'm going to try and carry my momentum around the outside of Luffield to get a better run down the start-finish straight. Will I be able to challenge Katakos down this long straight, or will Dinkman challenge me? Well, it looks like I've got the run on Katakos. Can I pull alongside? Can I try and move up the inside of Cops Corner and make it stick this time? Well, I'm going to have to make sure I don't run wide. It is going to have to be a block pass here, and that is exactly what it is. There's contact between the two of us. There's bodywork showering the Silverstone circuit like confetti, and we are almost 3 wide as we approach Maggots. I've just about got this P6 sewn up, but there's a nose on my inside from Katakos. It pushes me out wide, and all of a sudden I've lost not 1 but 2 positions. Oh, what an absolutely fantastic battle that was. For the best part of 2 laps, 3 Mazdas were separated by less than 0.4 of a second. But honestly, I thought I'd pulled it off when I made that pass stick through Cops Corner. However, as we approach Maggots, watch Katakos behind me. He just gets enough of a nose on the inside to stop me making the apex. It pushes me out wide and pushes me back to 8th position. But if you thought this enthralling battle was over, think again. It is just warming up. We are going to have a blistering last couple of laps here, because look at the 2 guys in front. They are ferociously fighting for this P6 now. Currently, Bunt Dinkum has it. I close right in on Fortis Katakos. Well, we're now almost as close as we were a couple of laps ago. Just 0.5 of a second separating the 3 of us. I'm going to switch the TV cam back on so we can see the onboard view from Dinkman again. He's currently leading this trio, but he is going to come under attack from Katakos into Cops. Now, Dinkman's got that inside line, but we've seen Katakos use the switchback to great effect. If Dinkman runs wide, Katakos will pounce, and that is exactly what's happened. They're side by side on the run down to Maggots. In fact, Katakos has got the pace. He has got the job done before we even make it to Maggots. Oh, and I think Dinkman might have lost it. The rear steps out. He's over the curb onto the grass. Dinkman is in all sorts of bother here. He's surely going to be slower onto the back straight. This is a prime opportunity for me now to pull to the inside. Oh, Dinkman trying to defend. I don't think he knew I was going for it. Thankfully, he sees that I'm there and backs out of it. I was almost squeezed onto the grass there, but I will have P7. Meanwhile, in front, there's a mistake from Katakos. Katakos has gone. Huge drama here at Silverstone with 1 lap to go. I find myself up into P6, but I've completely missed the apex through Luffield. Will that give Dinkman a chance to fight right back as we come down the start-finish straight to begin the very last lap of an absolute barnstormer here at Silverstone? One more look at the mistake from Katakos. And I wish I could say I had the time to take a breather and calm down a little bit after that last lap, but I can't. We've still got half a lap to go here, and P6 is up for grabs. Dinkman just 0.2 of a second behind. Now I'm wide through this right-hander. That is going to give Dinkman a chance to challenge. He was much smoother through that corner than I was, so I've got no choice but to take the defensive line here. Now, I haven't had much success taking either line into Brooklyn so far. Hopefully, it'll be 3rd time lucky. Dinkman turning in. There's contact between the 2 of us. More bodywork spraying up into the air. I think I've managed to hold on to it. Now, I've got to make sure I hit the apex through Luffield this time. I can't leave any gap, because Dinkman would be into it like a rat up a drain pipe. It looks like I've got the job done. What an absolutely fantastic Mazda MX-5 Cup race we've had today at Silverstone. And if people ever ask me why I love sim racing, all I need to do is show them this video, because this is everything that's great about our hobby. I've absolutely loved it as we see one final look at me getting my elbows out to hold off Bunt Dinkman and take that 6th position. And a fastest lap of 106.8 for me, so a couple of tenths slower than Dinkman's best time, but ultimately I was in the right place at the right time to snatch that P6. And finally, I can take that deep breath and calm down a bit. I've got to say a huge thank you to both Bund Digman and Fortis Katakos, because the pair of you have just given me the best battle I've had in a long time. So yeah, World Sim Series continues to deliver absolute bangers. Long may it continue.